Hello and welcome back to Octopath Traveler 2, with me, McGammar. Oh, box I missed. Last time, I said I was going to start at the beginning of the end. But first, there's one more thing. That's not really a side story to do.
My next patient?
But it is something that you should probably get done.
To work.
Especially if you like using merchants. Outside of Merry Hills, at night, there's a guy here. Have no mind. Only death awaits those who linger here. I have the weakest party members I have right now. You fool.
Time to dance the night away. It's my turn
Look at
now.
their interesting weapons, made of a unique metal. So I want to use my dancing skill first to push them back.
The winds of favor for Missy now.
I'll leave this there. Let's see. I need to get advanced magic up on him.
Study Elephant's magic.
My turn.
And Cassie has to get things rolling. Let's see. DP on self.
Pinch of this.
Now then.
Okay. We have 2 points. We'll use our true magic.
This is the answer.
They're very durable.
These hands.
With this, we can get points for everybody. And, elemental defense sounds good.
Time for your medicine.
Stellar work, Cassie.
Alright.
Alright then. So, let's get some
Together now.
elemental damage.
Come thrust.
Because everybody in our party likes to do that.
Oh dear.
Let's see. So I'm going to be getting 2 hits with our magic. We don't have full SP, so I'm not going to be doing that yet.
I won't back down.
So let's go with this.
Feel the sacred strong. Very good.
Ow! Aha! Yeah, these guys are rough.
You won't want to miss this. This should make it all better.
Just
Never
can't have
doubted
me
for a
yet.
second.
What to do?
They're hurting our maximum health, too. So this is not a good fight. Not in the least.
I no mercy. Only
Let's see
pain.
about, They look like they're weak to a bunch of stuff, but let's see if I can just, make them not kill us. This is blind. Blind seems like it's pretty good. For all. For many turns. Alright, what else can we do here? Looks like they're primarily weak to, like, light. Now let's hit them with light.
This will teach you.
Ah.
Where
Ow.
did I go wrong?
Yeah, that's not the best. That's really not the best. We're gonna leave Oswald on the ground.
I won't back down. Blaze on, oh sacred flame.
Alright.
We're just gonna leave him on the ground. It'll be fine. I hope. I pray.
You won't want to miss this. The winds of favor for sorry.
That's
My
one out. I could get him back up now. No, I want to do
Axe attack.
not the best damage.
Now then.
The blindness is really helping. The blindness is really helping. We have one more point here. Next one enemy. Good. Good. Like that.
What to do? What to do?
We probably will get Oswald back up. Let's go with where's that olive? Right about here.
Use this to great effect.
To work.
I could heal. We might die immediately anyway, but you know what? I could heal.
Be healed.
Thank
Try again.
Where was I?
Okay.
Repent.
Try this again.
Blaze on, oh sacred flame.
This is all according to plan.
you. Now then.
That to rep in. Do we still have this? No, that doesn't get him. That doesn't get him. In order to get them all, I would have to use this.
Oh my! I did it! Incredible, Agnia.
We're hanging on by a thread. Okay. We have a good turn next turn. Good turn. How about this on you?
Poison slash. Well now. Poison slash. It's my turn now.
This isn't gonna change turn order, but it's her hardest hitting move.
No.
Just need a little bit more.
This is your finish.
Okay.
Study harder.
That could have been real bad. It was real bad for a good while there. They are worth the experience. They are worth the fight. You possess formidable strength. This is the first time I have tasted defeat since coming to this land. I will gladly aid you in your fight. You can now summon a foreign assassin when using hired help. Tell me whenever you have need of my strength, and I shall hasten to your side. For a price. Of course, for a price. Always for a price. Alright. Now let's do the thing that I said I was going to do. How badly beat up is my party? No, we all leveled up. We're good. Alright. Alright. Oswald still has the reducing counter rates passive on, so we're good. I made sure to equip some of the things that we got during all those travels.
Here I come. What to
Just
do?
look at how far
what
we've
to
come.
do.
It's real nice. But if we want to end the story, we have to walk the road. So let's travel. A place I've not really seen a lot of in my time. Nope, not that way.
Let the experiment begin.
Squirrels!
Now then.
Marmots. Okay, whatever. Yep, here it is. A nice campsite out in the middle of nowhere. Almost like it's something from, maybe not the box art. The journey for the dawn draws near. If you proceed, the actions you can take will be limited for a while. Any tales you wish to experience are best completed before the journey for the dawn, but the choice is yours. You can still save your progress after this point, but saving in a different slot is recommended. Begin the tale!
The fire won't catch.
Let's give it another go, Agnia. Every failure brings us one step closer to success, eh?
Right. We just have to keep trying.
We've brought firewood, you two.
Thank you so much, Casty.
Be careful. A fire's not worth getting wounded over.
If it's flames you want, I can do it.
Not so fast, partner. How else are we gonna work up a sweat?
If you insist on being so inefficient.
Yeah, let us get the accomplishment of doing it ourselves. Besides,
We're back. We didn't find any beasts lurking about.
can't Partisha use fire?
But we did find this water. Goodness, physical labor has never really agreed with me.
There's nothing like a good meal after a hard day's work, Temenos.
Speaking of which, I wonder how the hunters are faring.
I mean, if no beasts were to be found.
Heave! Heave!
Well, if anybody can hunt, it'll be Oshet. There's the meat!
Ta-da! It's not a feast without a main course.
A feast? This is enough meat for a butcher shop.
I didn't think hunting would be so much fun.
You've got the stuff that great hunters are made of, Throne.
Yeah, she just doesn't like the blood.
Ochet would know.
Oh, are you retiring from the cleaning business, Throne?
Quiet detective.
Oh, I'm glad they're all good friends.
Well then, I believe that's most everything. All that remains is...
Everyone's counting on us to light up their evening. It's time to get serious, Particio.
Right you are, Agnia.
Come on, Fire. You can do it.
We'll show this pile of sticks who's boss.
They did it!
There we go.
This will be a night to remember.
I think you might be right.
Now we feast.
I am glad they're all friends. Ah, this is a very familiar scene.
This is nice.
It is.
Truth be told, this isn't where I imagined my journey would take me. I know what you mean.
As do I.
That's what makes journeys worth taking. You never know where you'll end up.
Gesundheit.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you cold?
Doubtless someone in Ku is gossiping about you at this very moment.
Perhaps they miss me as much as I miss them. My friends back home. I've learned much in our travels, and I hope I can use it to help my friends and nation.
I know you will, Hikari. And everyone's lives will be brighter for it.
Thank you.
Even after this journey ends, I'm going to keep on dancing around the world until I can dance no more.
Mind if I tag along? With Particio and Rock backing us, we can hop on a steam locomotive and bring smiles to every corner of the world.
That sounds amazing.
With one of those, you could save your feet for the important part, dancing. And I could extend a helping hand to places I've never even dreamt of.
Will you keep on with Air's apothecaries, Casti?
I want to resume my search for like-minded allies.
Now that's a dream I can get behind.
Yeah, me too.
Also
I'm
nice.
afraid there's one problem with this plan of yours. If you consider how many people there are in this world, then
There's no room for logic in the realm of dreams, Professor.
duly noted.
What'll you do, Oswald?
I have some unfinished business to conclude. There are many answers that have yet to be found.
Is that so? It's writ plain on your face. You're worried about your daughter.
Go home and be a family man.
There's one answer found.
And what of you, Tamanos? Have you found yours?
Almost. It's like a piece of meat stuck in between my teeth.
Ugh, I know what you mean. I hate that.
So, something's still troubling you, in other words?
Precisely.
So, your days as a detective aren't over yet, then. Well, I'm here if you need an assistant. Assuming you can afford me, that is.
My goodness. You're awfully greedy for an assistant. Even if I said yes, I'm sure you have your own path in mind.
I do. I want to go somewhere far away. To a place that isn't on any map. A place no one knows about.
A place none have laid eyes upon.
You all have such big hopes and dreams. I just want to feast every day. And to keep the people of Totohaha safe, of course. Should I be aiming higher?
Ah, seems like you've got some meat stuck in your teeth.
Don't worry, Ochette. That's a fine dream.
I suppose it is.
Where does she have her limitless supply of meat
A
from?
shooting star!
Nice.
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
The only way to find out is to get there. Meanwhile, in places unknown to us, fires burn near statues until they go out. Two more statues, another fire, and it goes out. Two more statues, one more fire, snuffed out. And that one we know very well. Also gone. So the purple fire grows. At an unknown island? Mountain? Island. Okay.
Did I just... huh?
So when everybody
I
wakes,
had an odd dream. There was a dark place, somewhere completely unfamiliar.
And a dark fire was blazing.
I saw the same thing.
Wait. Are you yanking my chain? I saw it too.
We all had the same dream. Could it be a coincidence?
very unlikely.
I very much doubt that.
I feel as if I've seen that place somewhere before.
Have you now?
Huh, I slept like a baby full of milk, though. Huh. Is it still night?
Strange. Dawn should be upon us soon.
We should patrol the area.
I can barely see a thing.
The stars. They're all gone. And the sky is pitch black.
Something is amiss. This is no natural nightfall.
Oh, Chet?
I felt this. It's just like before. On your guard, everyone!
Here it comes.
Something's coming, and it isn't friendly.
The darkness swells.
It's here.
And manifest.
Time to dance the night away.
Oh dear.
Are you ready for the horror part of the game? Shadowy demon jellyfish and shadowy demon deer. Alright, so let's blast.
Blaze on. Is that the spot?
It's
Okay,
my
are we to
turn
that?
now.
Alright, they're going last next turn anyway, so spruced up.
This should make it all better.
Many thanks.
Well now.
Good. How about a sweep?
These hands! Axe attack! This will hurt.
We need a
Worst hit.
plan.
We need to blast.
Calculations complete. This is how we...
Okay. But that's what I have to do to get this party leveled up, and that's what it is.
What was that?
Casty and I have seen beasts like that before.
At the time, we had no idea what they were. Their nature.
I've seen them too. The black aura resembles the one true magic wielded by Harvey. He called it the Shadow.
A shadow.
What is it?
I cannot say for certain. Not now, in any case.
Mysterious monsters. Just what we need.
We know next to nothing of this phenomenon. Not even the extent of its reach.
Does this shroud cover only this forest? Or is it much larger?
Nothing for it but to check for ourselves.
On that, I agree.
Well, we need to do something.
Unfortunately, we lack the information to know just what that something is.
Well, it's plain what we've got to do. Keep moving forward, right? I'm amenable to that. So let's get a move on.
Okay. Eternal night has descended upon the world. The travelers decide to set out on a final journey to find the cause. Your destination will not be shown on the radar. Search for clues to find your heading. You can change your formation at any time from the main menu. Walk astride your fellow travelers on an epic journey. Good. So we now no longer need to head over to a tavern. We never need to go to a tavern to be able to change who's in the party. That's great. I kind of wish we had that feature the entire game, but here we are. We've been waiting a while. The sun still ain't rising. What in the world's going on? I don't know. It's nothing good, that's for sure. If these strange monsters earlier were a product of the darkness, then we must figure out the cause of this long night, and soon. I couldn't agree more. First, we search for clues. Now you're talking. So, where do we start? Oh, come on now. You must have some idea, right? Why don't we look for places like this one? What do you mean? I mean other areas shrouded in the shadow. There are more. I can't say for sure, but if there's one heading, it's the only heading we have. A fair point. Standing still will get us nowhere. Let's start by searching for other places blanketed in darkness. Alright, looks like it's time to hit the dusty trail once again. Alright, so, this area is shrouded by shadow, and it's level 51. So if we look around the map, okay, that area's got a lot of shadow, this area's got a lot of shadow, and this area's got a lot of shadow, and this area's got a lot of shadow. So I'm gonna guess that's where we need to go. And sure enough, if I look nearby them, yeah, the area's turned to level 51, which were previously not that level. So, yeah, let's go to the Fellsun Ruins first. Something about this night air in the Crackridge really kills my motivation. I tried to stop her. Why'd I have to go and... Hello there. It's a lovely night, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we're just gossiping. We can only use nighttime actions, and we cannot change the time to day. Day is disabled. It's spooky everywhere. I think there's no combat music anywhere. We can't do any side quests. We have to do this now that we've started on this path.
Elfric, unleash your fury!
That's that.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
It's my turn now. This should make it all better.
I owe you.
Alright.
Then we just gain it back. And, I don't think this affects his
Won't
turn.
wanna miss this. The winds of favor, but I did it.
Oh,
Even if I stumble, I'll get back up.
plenty of damage. I'm really glad that we have the reduced encounter rates on.
Are you my next patient?
Where was I?
Like, they're tough, but they're not that tough.
Elfric, unleash your fury! That's how it's done.
That's hilarious. Oh, it's so fun.
It's my turn.
As long as there's a way to fuel it
This
consistently,
should make it all better.
that's the hope. I'll keep making use of it.
Alright. Won't wanna miss this. The winds of favor, but I did it. Even if I stumble, I'll get back up.
That's basically how every battle's going to be for a little while. Fellsun Ruins. Oh, an item. Journal Fragment 1. I did it, diary. I finally got hired as a scrivener, and for the Delta Times, too. All the world's information flows through a newspaper, a river of facts alongside a paper water wheel, an endless procession of scoop, scoop, scoop. As a journalist, I'll dash around the world investigating, uncovering, and breaking news. What better way for me to carry out my mission? I've thought about this a lot, and everyone has some fact they're hiding. Vast sums of knowledge locked in noggins the world over. But how to crack open these repositories and acquire those tasty secrets within? That's the rub, of course. As I am now, I doubt I have the dexterity to pick any of those cranial locks. I was raised in isolation, always out of the loop, hiding quietly in the outskirts of society. There's a positive way to spin it that, though. I spent all the time that I wasn't talking to people, observing them. Here's what I learned. People let their guard down around cute little animals. A scowling guard captain will play cuddly coo with an adorable puppy, and soon confess all his gripes to the precious thing. And so, I will become that puppy. I'll wag my little doggy tail, act the part of a friendly little non-threatening furball, and slide right into people's confidences. My brother may be a soaring eagle with his bird's-eye view, but I'll be a sharp-eyed hound, keeping my nose to the ground and sniffing out every last detail I can find. Oh boy! Oh no. Journal Fragment 2. My oldest memory is crimson. A spray of bright red droplets and a harrowing scream. A crowd fleeing in all directions. An enemy soldier mercilessly cutting down innocents. Some of them even laughed as they did it. Amidst this, I was a stone. Still in my tender years, I neither cried nor wept nor cowered, but merely watched the chaos unfold. Being raised in a war-torn land does things to an impressionable mind. I suppose something had already broken inside me. I would have died that day, cut down like the rest, were it not for my brother. His cunning carved a path for us out of that hellish place. My brother is brilliant, so much so that the enemy king spared him if he would serve. Yet despite his genius, despite how shrewd the plans he proposed were in their attempts to avoid bloodshed, the blood always flowed. Humans steal, they kill, they take and they take and they take. Lives, possessions, land. It's a state of our nature, a simple fact of our existence. My brother and I will have seen much together, and we're both reached the same conclusion. The world doesn't deserve to see another dawn. The life of men is nasty, brutish, and ugly. Why not make it short? Journals Fragment 3. I need her on our side, and I need you to convince her that's a good idea. My brother's face was flushed as he handed me a letter addressed to Rai Mei. Perhaps he'd been in his cups. I didn't need to ask him why he would be celebrating. The fundraising amount-wise was going swimmingly. On my way home, I spotted Hikari. He's the key to everything in Ku, and if our machinations go according to plan, my brother will get what he's after. I doubt Hikari has a clue who I am. Another tactic proposed by Brother Dearest. No prior familiarity with me will help move things along down the line. But though Hikari doesn't know anything about me, I certainly know a lot about him. Hikari has another side to him. A second personality that my brother says was born from his family's cursed lineage. Somewhere in the past, Clan Ku's blood mingled with that of the infamous Dark Mage Darkest, sparking the history of war and sacrifice. A more odious bloodline I do not know. As I passed Hikari in the street, for a moment I felt as if our eyes met. His gaze was steady and true, just as it was when he was a boy. How had that bright spark in his eyes not dimmed over time? He had seen the same horrors I had, been through the same terrible war.
You are a poison that must be purged.
Someone doesn't hold Hikari in
It's
high
my
regard?
turn now.
We have a good idea who this person is so far.
Together now. This should make it all better.
Thank you, Amina. Here I go.
That person's weak to only magic. The others are weak to primarily access, so we can
These
take advantage of that.
Axe attack.
They're gone?
Where was I?
How about...
Repent! Hey! Mark!
I like that.
That was amazing, Temenos. You won't want to miss this. The winds of favor, Bukari. Even if I stumble, I'll get
Solid.
back up.
Oh no, okay. Draw fragment 4. This is bad. Hikari was captured before I had a chance to deliver my brother's letter to Rai Mei. If Hikari is killed, it'll ruin everything, and we'll have to start over from scratch. Clan Mei calls the fortress of Stormhail its home. Coldest place in Celestia, and I hate it. Time is of the essence, yet this frigid blizzard is battering me about like a leaf in the wind. If only I could take 2 steps without being blown 3 back. By the time I finally reached Stormhail, Hikari had already been released. I can only assume he managed to sway Rai Mei on his own. I handed my overdue missive to one of Rai Mei's retainers and quickly put that chilly place behind me. Draw fragment 5. Oswald is sentenced to life imprisonment. It took me a moment to process the judge's verdict. I blinked, doubting my ears. What was going on here? He was supposed to be executed, wasn't he? I ran as fast as I could to find Harvey. I should have known. That swine had stuffed leaves in the judge's pocket to bribe him into that decision. Why? I wanted him to see the power of my perfected magic. That's his reason, the blighted fool. Pride, worthless pride. We need the Book of Demons complete. What if Oswald somehow finds a way to interfere? When I gave my report to my brother, he simply said, just watch the spectacle unfold. Apparently my brother had already taken Harvey's massive ego into account when he made his contract with the man. If that's the case, then I suppose this isn't a problem after all. Regardless, I should hurry and gather what information I can about Frigid Isle. Oh no. Draw fragment 6! I concealed myself among the chattering students and slipped into Harvey's lecture. The Book of Demons is nearly complete, so he was in a jovial mood. When I saw my chance, I gave Harvey the news. Oswald had tried to escape Frigid Isle and died in the attempt. I thought the news would throw his high spirits off a cliff, but instead he just started giggling. It was creepy. When he finally settled down, he merely said, I need to prepare for my guest's arrival, and vanished back into his laboratory, humming cheerfully all the while. It's like he thinks Oswald is alive. Is Oswald alive? Can't be, and yet, if so, they will come here to find Harvey and seek his vengeance. Wait, this could be perfect. I doubt Harvey will honor our agreement and hand over the Book of Demons without a fuss. If I can set those two against each other, it might create a perfect opportunity to slip in and swipe the book. I wonder if my brother had predicted this too. Fragment 7! Harvey has left for Duskruin Shrine. The remains of Archmage Darkest will provide the final piece that Harvey needs. The Book of Demons will soon be complete. I found a nice cozy place to conceal myself, and sure enough, Oswald showed up. Just as predicted, the two fought it out, and I was able to retrieve the Book of Demons in the wake of their battle. There was one surprise, however. Harvey escaped alive. What was that bright flash of magic? a glimpse of a force that might dwarf even that of the Book of Demons. That girl, does she have some special power within her? Fragment 8. Oswald entrusted the girl Elena to his assistant before setting off on a journey. Like Alpates, the blood of the Lumina family runs in Elena's veins. I'll need to continue monitoring her to watch for suspicious signs. Day after day, Elena sits at her desk and pours herself into her studies. A diligent girl, I suppose, but I'm curious as to why her brow sometimes wrinkles and she cradles her head in her hands. Still, her eyes are bright and her gaze seemingly set on some happy goal far off in the distance. A marked difference from when I saw her in Harvey's company. There was only worry and fear in her eyes then. My heart nearly leapt out of my throat when I heard the assistant's voice suddenly ring out behind me. "Can I help you, miss?" I immediately turned and tried to distract and dissemble with my tried-and-true cover story. "Can I interest you in a newspaper subscription?" She smiled then, eyes warm, but I sensed a keen suspicion burning deep within those friendly eyes. I will not underestimate her again. No one has ever noticed me when I didn't want to be found. I'll need to abandon my surveillance. Too risky. Besides, I've seen nothing suspect in all my time I've watched Elena. Might as well move on to more important matters. A journal fragment. Well, here I am in Kettlebrine. Word is I can find someone who has the lost pages of the Book of Knight's original manuscript. Caldina, captain of the Sacred Guard, seems to be moving as Arcanet predicted in assembling these pages. There's a potential problem, however. A nosy inquisitor named Temenos seems to have caught wind of all this. Arcanet has her eye on him, but I can only pray that he doesn't make any promise for us. I'll need to be careful not to draw his attention, too. The Book of Night is close to being fully restored. Once it is, I'll need to move quickly to retrieve it and fulfill my mission. Allying myself with Arcanet was merely the easiest means to that end. My brother did tell me to be wary of her, however. He was quite forceful about it. I wonder why. Oh no! Journal Fragment 10! Caldina, captain of the Sacred Guard, is driven by a lust for vengeance. To achieve that end, she seems to be making her power of the shadow her own, and with the restored Book of Night in hand, she set out for a Twilight Shrine. Her naive dream of avenging her people will never become reality. Why, you ask, dear diary? Because the right Arcanet taught her is purposely flawed. So there I was, hiding in the shadows of the Twilight Shrine, and waiting for the perfect opportunity. Lo and behold, Caldina's right went awry, and she transformed into a most hideous form. No one told me I'd have to deal with some horrible monster. This is above my pay grade. Luckily, I had no need to fear. That Temenos showed up and handled that Caldina problem for me. I suppose Arcanet was behind his well-timed arrival. What a puppet master, bravo! I finally understand why my brother warned me to keep an eye on her. I slipped down the ritual site after Temenos made his exit and retrieved the Book of Night. All that's left is to combine it with the Book of Demons, and we'll be able to complete the Dark Blood Grimoire. Journal Fragment 11. Here I am, grand old Timberane, just in time for the coronation ceremony. Word on the street is that the apothecary named Trousseau is going to rain on the parade with a storm infused with shadow energy. His goal, and I quote, is to extend a hand to save all in need. What a nice notion. Let's rewind the clock. It was 1 year ago that Trousseau lost hope in the future and started down this path. He was out gathering medicinal herbs when he stumbled into Lost Seed. There, he met Claude, who gave him the Book of Night. Claude was disappointed with the encounter, it seems. He had swayed Trousseau to his side, but couldn't persuade an apothecary into man's company. With a regretful sigh, he told me that this other apothecary's eyes were filled with a motherly strength, deep wells of kindness that belied a sense of fierce determination. What was her name again? Ah, yes, Casti. She stopped Trousseau, saw the people of Timberane to safety, and even dealt with the poison rain. As if that wasn't enough, she also managed to mix up a medicine that could combat the shadow on the spot. Claude's intention was right, or intuition even. Casti is someone to keep an eye on. My brother will need to know that we have another dangerous potential wrench in our plans. Journal Fragment 12. I met a merchant today in Clockbank, an honest fellow with laughing eyes named Particio. He boasted that he'll rustle up 80 billion leaves and buy the rights to the steam engine for current owner Mr. Rock. Then he'll give the technology away to everyone. When pressed on why, he said, things like this should be shared with the whole world. Particio confuses me. If I can borrow that ruthless Rock's words, or if I can borrow it rather, it is human nature to take from others and give unto oneself. Despite his noble declarations, I'm sure Barticio will prove himself no different from the other slime. Greed and self-interest will win out in the end. They always do. Still, I'm vaguely curious as to how his story will play out. I'll follow this Particio, though. I'll keep my expectations low. Placing your faith in others only gets you betrayed in the end. Fragment 15. So I think we're skipping a page. My brother made a deal with Harvey. Craft the Book of Demons, an evil tome said to be imbued with magic of Darkest himself. Why, you ask? Well, dear Derry, because we needed to restore the lost Darkblood grimoire. The rub here is that neither my brilliant brother nor even Claude knows how to make this tome. Thus the need for Harvey. The one thing my brother does know is that the remains of Darkest are a key component. When I shared that vital tidbit, Harvey smiled. That's all I needed. It sounds like he was already most of the way there. He's a valuable asset, so we'll do everything we can to assist him. Harvey has an unhealthy obsession with a scholar named Oswald. No, let's call it what it is, a severe inferiority complex. Harvey told me he'd gladly give up the Dawn if it meant he could best that man. We let Harvey read the Book of Night in order to pull him into our intrigues, but honestly, I think it wasn't necessary. That bottomless well of envy in his gut, properly manipulated, would likely have been the motivation enough. Besides, I don't trust him. No normal person can fathom that twisted mind of his. Sounds like none of you are really normal people, though. Journal Fragment 14. Particio's gone and done it. He has gone and done it. He's humbled Rock and actually wrested the rights to the steam engine from that greedy tycoon. Still, that's nothing compared to what he did next. He actually gave it away, just as he said he would. Things like this should be shared with the whole world. He's lived up to that grandiose statement, and then some. The heat of his passion even melted Rock's icy heart, and I didn't think that desert sun was hot enough. The desert sun was hot enough to do that. So, taking a step back, what Particio did is impossible, unimaginable, inconceivable. I've observed countless people in my time, and to date, every one of them is motivated to varying degrees by self-interest. People are always willing to step on others to achieve their own interests, but Particio, is he truly different? Is he someone who can at last transform this dark, ugly world into something wonderful? What do you think, brother? Journal Fragment 16. Welcome to my humble castle. That was how he greeted me when I arrived in Lost before he took me on a casual stroll through that rotting mausoleum of a town. I struggled not to gag on the stench of death and decay, all the while he was smiling and breathing deep, as if taking the airs of a tranquil mountain meadow. This ghastly man's name is Claude, and he is a descendant of the infamous Archmage Darkest. It is said that his notorious grandfather gave him a taste of the blood of a malevolent god of darkness, Vide, frighteningly enough, while he was still in the womb. As a result, the man is blessed with eternal youth. Ah, I see. With the blood of Darkest and Vide within his veins, Claude's fate was to become the Dark God's vessel. And yet, he rejected this destiny and instead chose to pass the honor on to his offspring. For our part, we don't care who the vessel is, just that we have one. Claude, however, seems to have preferences in the matter. Preferences? That man sired countless children with countless women and set his progeny at each other's throats, to the bloody victor go the ultimate spoils. I shivered as he looked me up and down, his eyes seeming to pierce my very soul. It was as if he was seeking to plant a murderous seed inside me, too. When he handed me the Darkblood staff, he told me that the woman who stole it for him has a lot of potential. His words, my purpose in Lost Seed fulfilled. I hurried out of there. I can't wait to hand the staff over to Arcanet and let her handle the cathedral's sacred flame. Journal Fragment 17. Dear Diary, today I'd met with Petrichor, the woman known as the Dark Hunter. I'd introduced her to Professor Harvey several years ago at Arcanet's request. She was talkative today, and had this to say. I met Arcanet when I was young, and it was then that I swore myself to her services. Ever since, I hunted for her and her alone, even slaying the legendary monster known as the Guardian of the First Flame at her behest. Sometimes I hunted people too, like the time I came to possess the Darkblood bow. Once again, my lady has used of me, and so I shall gladly obey. I nodded along when she was finished. She showed me a monster. This beast looked like she had captured Octopath, looked out at me with wicked eyes filled with a loathing for all that walked on the earth. I asked her what it was, and she told me that it was a result of years of brutal conditioning and a healthy dose of Harvey's science for good measure. The result, an abomination crafted through repeated and horrifying experiments. I nod again. A soul this steeped in despair would surely prove to be a great source of power. It seems that leaving the flame of Totohaha in her care should prove no issue.
Do be gentle.
One more random battle. I'm gonna take
now.
this moment to take a drink, actually.
Axe attack.
To work.
That's a lot of reading. Alright.
Elfric, unleash your fury!
Time to shine! This should make it all better.
Many thanks.
It's my turn now. I can do whatever I set my... The winds of favor, but I did it!
We're
I
good.
wasn't expecting that.
Another one. Throw fragment 13. I can't believe it. Sergeant Porticio turned the economic desert of a town into a hopping commercial hub. That business idea of his was inspired. I must admit that watching Alron's department store come to life woke something warm inside me. I told Porticio that the world's filled with people groaning under weight of 1,000 problems. It's the fresh ideas like this that bring a ray of joy into troubled lives. For once, I really truly meant what I said. I should never have poured my heart out in public like that. I suppose my declaration was proof that he's cracked my emotional defenses and convinced me to believe in him. In my defense, he's really something else. Before I knew it, I was promising to help. Truth is, I'm excited to see what magic he'll pull out of his Porticio hat next. Guess what, dear diary? This is the first time I've ever helped someone for something that wasn't directly related to my mission. Let me stop for a moment and also appreciate the fact that he convinced the Elrond to invest 80 billion leaves in him. 80 billion! The question is, will Porticio prove to be a man of integrity? Will he really use those leaves to help the world and not just line his own pockets? Just a little bit longer. Only a bit, mind. I find myself needing to see what he does next. Alright, looks like we need Porticio in the party. So, let's change the formation. Let's bring Porticio in. Magnia briefly. And now both statues are glowing. And now we go up to this. The sacred flame has been doused. Perhaps it can be rekindled with something. Yeah, it makes sense that Oswald and Porticio would need to be the ones that go together. They did have their cross paths together. And the inventory button is glowing. And the key item button is glowing. So we have a shiny mirror. A brightly shining mirror. A blue flame is reflected within. The mirror reflects the memories of the sacred flame.
Now what have we got here? A sacred flame? Here of all places? Have I stumbled upon a scoop once again? Why, I believe I have.
Well, that's your mask.
I'm glad that's done. There's no need to keep up this cloying facade. To wear the mask of a chipper, unflappable scrivener. No. Now I bring an end to this dark, wretched world. To liberate its people from their pain, their suffering, and their hatred. Just like I swore to you, brother. Together, we will usher in the night. I kept a close eye on the travelers, all while my allies and I worked behind the scenes. Until at last, I found the book I sought. The Dark Blood Grimoire. With it, I will smother the sacred flames, that they will never again light the way for the dawn. I offer this gift of blood. May the flames turn cold and dark.
No!
Who was it that drew the line between them? The blessed? The accursed? Us? Them? Berticio. Would that we had never met. I'm sorry, brother.
The forsaken flame burns anew. Ori. I heard from an apothecary in town. A woman was found collapsed near the sacred flame and brought there for treatment. She had brown hair and wore a cap, much like a scrivener. After she regained consciousness, she simply vanished. That's Ori. It's gotta be. If that's true, then what saved her? It appears her wounds fell just short of being fatal. Oh. She must have changed her mind, just in the nick of time. She saw the worth in walking toward the dawn. Well, I can hazard a guess as to why she hesitated. I believe it was thoughts of you that saved her life. Me? Now, don't be ridiculous. I gotta have anything to do with that. Well, no matter. As long as she's alive, all's well. But just where did she wander off to? I sure am lucky that you get around to cheer me up, eh? Our journey isn't over. We do well not to waste our time in idle conversation. But if you must talk, then perhaps a different topic of conversation would suffice. Oswald. Thank you kindly. Well, that's lit. And the danger level dropped back down for both this region and the previous region. So we're doing the right thing. We're on the right track. Let's head over towards Ku next. Alright, let's change the party up again. I want to have the lowest level people in the party. And this looks like we're all still the lowest. Only just, though. Oswald could probably just be swapped out for Agnia. Yeah, we're doing that. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Yeah, this area is not affected by the shadow.
Come and get me.
But we don't get any battle music.
Cleaning time.
Nothing. Yeah, the game loses a lot of its fun like
Let's
this.
play.
Now then.
A lot of its charm and flavor. It's just trying to be extra. That's it. I don't think anybody in the party currently has the thing that reduces the encounter rate. That's run away. There we go. Oh, that's what we need.
Are you my next patient?
Very well.
I don't want to deal with you guys. Nope. Okay. Well,
What
I don't want to.
do?
Thank you. Okay, now we're back to this.
Shall we?
Okay, we want to fight these. We need the experience.
dear.
We need the experience.
Elfric, unleash your fury! That, goodness.
Good hit.
Tantrum that was.
Can't do that again. What was a real good hit? Alright, what have we got in here? Are we gonna have 5 million more notes?
Let the show begin.
Very well.
Well now. Axe attack had to be done. Time to shine.
Oh, we're getting something.
This should make it all better.
I owe you.
My turn.
We did every magic except for darkness, but darkness is what we got, so...
Sorry, but I I won't hold darkness descend.
Not a hit.
Darkness descend.
Alright. I can do whatever I set my
Or we can do a little bit of that.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting that.
Just a little bit. I think we need to cross the bridge to get to the end here. Pretty sure it was this way.
Time to clean up the filth. What to do?
Darkness descend.
I guess they're weak to.
Shine.
Well, I guess they're weak to light, probably.
This is what. This should make it all better.
Thank you, Agnia.
Here I go. These hands. Axe attack.
To work.
Or damage. Damage is fine.
I won't back down. Blaze on. That's how it's done. Fighting is not what I do.
The extra experience is really helping. This way? No, the other way.
Time to clean up the filth.
Alright. Together. This should make it all better.
Thank you, Agnia.
Cleaning time.
I apologize for my silence.
Playtime.
I did a lot of talking earlier, okay?
Darkness descend.
To work. I won't back down. Elfric, unleash your fury. That, goodness, what a tantrum that was.
Okay, alright, I see the potential of Temenos now. Okay, so, what do we need for this? Oh, right, this is in Hikari land, so we gotta... What happens if we try it without Hikari? Nothing happened. The two gods gaze upon the sacred flame's dais. So you have to be able to change your party, and you have to be able to have the two people that you need in the party for the thing. So we need Hikari here, and then while Hikari is in the party, now we use the mirror. The mirror reflected the memories of the sacred flame.
It was hope that drove me to live, to survive. Drove me away from death's clutches, to guide others along the same path. But hope was a mistake. There is nothing worth living for, nothing in this cruel, unsightly world. There is no dawn worth waiting for. What would you give to see the morrow, Lord Ageha?
Kazan. Why did you betray us? You lifted up Lord Mugen to the throne, then you tore him down from it.
An eagle must hide his talons. It was the only way to catch my true quarry. The Dark Blood Blade. The sacred treasure of Clan Ku. Not an easy thing to steal. Not so long as Mugen stood in my way. So I cut him down with Hikari's sword.
You? What are you?
For years I have hidden my intentions from Ku. My very name. But now you shall know it. Oboro. All I did to prevent the tide of darkness that waits on the morrow from reaching us. Within this blade slumbers the power of the shadow. The power to quench the flames. However, Such a feat cannot be accomplished without a sacrifice. The accursed blood of Darkest.
Didn't even leave a body.
If not for its taint, we may have seen a desert free from the stain of crimson. And now, I end this. Hikari. Goodbye, old friend. This world's end calls to me. Soon, you shall have the world you envisioned. A world without bloodshed. For oblivion shall bring peace.
That's not the right kind of peace, though. Sacred flame burns anew. Kazan. Mugen's rebellion. The raising of the city. Even my ascent to the throne. Were they all just more of your plots? Were we all playing into your hands? How many of my friends died because of you? Hikari. Ever since I was a child, I spoke with him about the future that I envisioned. A future without bloodshed. Were ideals so different? Why did he do this? He aims to bring an end to the world. We have to stop him, together. We will. We'll lead everyone toward the dawn. Alright. Alright, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, we can do this, though. Let's see here. What if I get Thorday back in the party? Gotta keep getting experience for people who need it. Let's see. Let's go for Flamechurch.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
But this smell, it's the scent of humans. They're frightened. Hiding.
Someone's coming.
Mint!
Is that you, Temenos? Out for a stroll in a place like this? You always did have the habit of sticking your nose in places it doesn't belong.
A friend of yours, Temenos?
In a manner of speaking, but something's odd.
We better follow after her, then.
You failed to see what was in front of you. The shadow is ever by thy side.
Just what are you? This is an inquisition. Refuse to answer and...
Attempting to conquer others with threats of violence will always fail. Those who are subdued by strength cannot help but rebel. To conquer them, truly conquer them, you must subjugate their hearts and minds. Hearken to the shadows in their hearts.
What are you talking about?
People are desperate for a place to belong. Give it to them, and they cannot bear to live anywhere else. And then, their hearts and minds are yours.
Their hearts and minds?
Humans are foolish by their very nature. Centuries pass, and yet they remain the same.
Bold words for someone so young.
Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade, and soon night shall fall.
The teachings of the Moonshade Order. No, it can't be.
Since you are so dogged in your search for the truth, allow me to help you. My true name is Arcanet.
Oh, we read about that.
And I am the leader of the Moonshade Order. The same order that slaughtered the Call. All so that I could steal the flame.
That's impossible. The massacre of the Call was decades ago, and the Moonshade Order's origins are older still.
It's not impossible. There are old souls out there that hide behind youthful faces.
Thanks to Caldina's efforts, the Book of Night is now in my possession. That girl was so eager to be a puppet. She didn't realize the strings were held by her sworn enemy.
The Pontiff knew who you were. He was going to tell me, but his life was cut short.
I had hoped you would be more stricken. How dull. Such has ever been your nature. Your face always a placid mask. But I suppose it matters not. This world's end draws nigh.
That staff.
Once, long ago, night was invited into the world. But a loathsome few drove it away. Those events will not repeat themselves again.
You stole the futures of untold innocence.
Did I? Then you should thank me. This world is cruel, monstrous, with not a single mote of joy to be found amongst the misery. Don't you see? Roy, Pontiff Jorg. Yes, and even Crick. They knew. They knew the beauty of a dawn that would never come.
Quiet. I won't allow you to sully their names with such blasphemy. You will answer for your sins, Arcanet. And I'll ensure the world they hoped for comes to pass.
At last, Temenos' mask falls off.
Neither of us is willing to back down, I see.
Okay.
Well now.
Alright, I didn't see it going this way, but here we are. Let's see, I need to get some BP. Agnia will give me the BP. So I need you. Let's start with a poison. You know what, let's just poison it.
Poison slap this way.
My turn.
Wait to that, okay, love that, love that. Let's use one of these.
Darkness descend. Alright.
Coil going.
This should make it all better.
To work.
Let's see, I could do a full boosted thing to break her right now. If I do it now, though, it feels like a little bit of a waste. Let's wait till next turn. Let's see if I can find out some of her weaknesses then. Analyze.
What to do?
Not my favorite, not my favorite. That means that the other weakness is not a magic, given that position there. Armor Corrosive doesn't really help me with the current party makeup. I can steal from her. I think we're just going to keep on hitting her with the Veil of Darkness, though.
Darkness descend.
Alright, do you have axes? You do. Your axe is fine. It might be better if I buff up somebody else's damage. No, we're buffed right now. We're good. I think. Speed, attack, and attack. Yeah, we're good. Just get some of these then.
What to do? What to do?
Temenos doesn't go until after her. What axe do you have again? You don't have the right axe. Okay, well, that's a problem. How about...
I have these hands.
I can go with a couple of these. With this, yeah, first.
A pinch of this.
Oh dear.
Now we can do this.
This ends now, Mint.
Love to see that.
What to do? What to do?
I want to have a lot of points with her. I want to have a lot of points. Nevertheless, I do like hitting her with the poison. I do like hitting her with the poison. So let's go with that.
No mercy, only pain. Poison slash. It's
Solid
my
hit.
turn now.
How about we give you a scope?
I got you now.
My turn.
Watch me.
Let's see. You're not weak to that. Are you weak to this?
Sorry, but I won't hold back.
You're too kind.
Ready?
Not bad hits.
Darkness descend.
Really can't hit. Now let's bottom out.
Elfric, unleash your fury.
Good hit.
Oh dear. Here I go.
Ah. Okay, we need to make sure we get SP. We need to make sure we get some BP. Yeah, this will work.
Time for your medicine.
Thank you. All right.
Not the best. Not the best. Far cry from the worst, though. Well, make sure we go before all of them. So next turn, we're going to start with one of these.
I can do whatever I set mine. The winds of favor blazing now.
They are weak to that.
Time.
That's good information to have. And we'll just keep on peppering them with darkness. Make sure the
Darkness
physical attacks get
descend.
hit.
Where was I? Blaze on, is that the spot?
Time to shine.
We can do more wind. We can break the minions. We can break the minions at least this turn. So let's go with that.
Winds of favor blood.
Very well. Blaze on, very good.
Like
My
so.
turn.
Yeah, just blast them.
Darkness descend.
My turn.
Let's see.
Ah,
We get to use 3.
Time for your medicine.
I owe you one.
Ah,
And soon night shall fall.
don't like that.
It's my turn now.
With words like that, it makes you think that she's going to do a great big darkness type attack, and we don't really have a way to deal with that. So that's not fun. She is going last, but I don't think I can break 10 gauge without doing something for Temenos. Temenos goes in just a little bit. Can I gotta take down that one minion. I'll make sure. I know what I can do. I know what I can do.
You won't want to miss this. This ought to do the trick. Here I go.
Oh, juiced up.
I have a talent for making do.
Okay. So this will get everybody all their BP back. Maybe we don't need that much BP. Maybe we just need, A little bit of SP. We do need that.
Time for your medicine.
I'm feeling all better.
To work.
Okay. Now then. I wish I moved after throw day. Let's do this.
Repent, atone for your sins. Prepare.
And they all went to the other guy. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, that feels real bad. Oh well. What can you do about it?
As swift as a snake. Ah. Sacred flame. Too easy.
What to do?
We don't really have a way to handle that issue. I guess the only other thing I can think of is, do I have a way to make her not... Whatever. We hope that's a physical attack.
Over. Darkness descend.
That's the plan. Ah. You drained my VP. Curse you. Curse you. Alright, well, let's have you start getting coils back up.
All right then.
Here I go.
That seems like an important thing to get. We only have the one VP now.
Time
Let's
for
make
your
that two.
medicine.
I owe you one.
What to do?
Keep that rolling. I don't know what the other weakness is.
Playtime.
Just keep it here with this.
Darkness descend. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, we might as well go with the advanced magic.
Study Alabama's magic.
We are hurt,
Ready?
so I should probably have someone heal. That would probably be a good idea.
Heal.
I owe you.
Now then.
Yeah, being at no health is probably not the best idea. Let's repair the scope.
All right then.
Well now.
Okay, what we got for this? I know BP isn't the best for everybody right now, but that's fine. Let's get elemental defenses up.
Time for your medicine.
I'm feeling all better.
Very well.
We can do this. You know what, let's dump again.
Ends now, Mint. Elfric, purge these Cretans. Is that the spot?
Oh, that's real bad, actually. Let's see. Coil isn't done yet. Coil isn't done yet. I could... It looks like the enemies are real low, but so are we. I think this might be a bunch time.
Here you go.
Thank you.
That might not be enough. She ate it. Good. Love that. That might be game over. I am using my weakest party. Let's see. We need to get people off the ground. I can leave that to Temenos, actually. So... I think instead, you should focus this turn on doing damage. Or maybe healing yourself. Yeah, let's heal yourself. Wait, can healing touch get people off the ground? To revive a single ally. I see! How did I not know this doesn't revive the entire game? Whatever. I'll still leave reviving over to Temenos.
This will make it all right.
Where was I?
You don't have any points. Never mind, I should have let her do it. I forgot he was out of points. Well, I think the best plan then might be to leave people on the ground.
Here you go.
I appreciate it, Temenos.
My
Yeah, I should have left her on the ground. Whatever.
These hands.
We need to get healed. Some elemental defense would probably be great. I want to get BP, but we gotta get this first. Yeah, we'll do this.
Time for your medicine.
Thank
And there goes the BP. I shouldn't have did that.
you. Now then.
We're fine? Okay, do I have another one of those olives? I do.
Here you go.
Don't underestimate me.
Where was I?
How's the party doing? Enemy goes first next turn. Yeah, maybe we, I'm still dead. Great bunch.
Here you go.
That helped. And soon night shall fall.
Now then,
Yeah, I don't like your constantly going up buffs going on there. How about...
together now.
I think we need some peacock.
Peacock strut.
Many thanks.
Ready?
I don't think you have a way to go for a break. Temenos could try something. Yeah, we'll try something with Temenos. Temenos needs another boost point, and he doesn't go before her, though. Do I have another lychee? I think I do. No, the lychees are that. Pomegranates. One pomegranate for you.
Hang in there.
Oh. Very well. This ends now, Mint.
What to do?
What can I do to break that much in 2 characters' turns? Agnia has enough axe. I think she has axe. Okay, alright, we need...
I have that.
We just need boost points.
A pinch of this. I'm feeling all better.
That's what we need.
It's my turn now.
Okay, I need 4 axe hits right now.
You won't want to miss this. Bye-bye.
A graceful dance.
Delightful. Okay, now we can do a little bit of damage.
But I won't hold back. Darkness descend.
What to do? What to do?
We need more points.
A pinch of this.
Thank you, Casty.
Where was I?
I want to know what her last weakness is. No, I need to do damage right now.
Study Elephant's.
Now then.
Yeah. Wind.
You won't want to miss this. The winds of favor blow.
Very well.
Which didn't do anything, but that's okay.
This ends now,
This-
Mint.
This isn't a lot of SP.
Elfric, purge these kittens.
Here I go.
But still a solid hit. I feel like the poison axe will be good now.
Poison slash.
Ready?
Sorry, but I won't hold back. Darkness descend.
Oh dear.
Cleaning time.
The song and dance again,
Darkness descend.
To work.
which is fine. Let's give herself a plum.
I'll take this.
All right.
I should have went in with stronger people.
The winds of favor blow.
My turn.
Honestly, Cassie's carrying this team on their back right now.
These hands.
Okay, we need SP. We need boost points. For everyone.
A pinch of this. I owe you one. Now then. You won't want to miss this. The winds
Keep
of
hitting these
favor
guys.
blow.
Oh dear. This ends now, Mint.
How much can this do?
Purge these kittens. Is that how it's done?
My turn.
That opens her up. That opens her up. She still gets a turn. We gotta do another poison.
Poison slash.
My turn.
This does seem like it's doing something.
Playtime is over. Darkness descend. Give up.
Wow. Okay, we all got dropped to 1. That's fun. But now I can use the coil again.
This should make it all better.
That helped. My turn.
Now we're all really rejuvenated. Again. If I want to break her, actually, you need to be hitting her with attacks.
No mercy, only pain.
Ready?
I really wish you had a way to hit it. I really wish you did. But you don't. You don't. I didn't prepare for that part.
As swift as a snake.
Go for a steal.
Thanks.
Got the refreshing gem.
What to do?
And I do think I have something I can do here. I have a couple of Almighty Soul Stones. This will reduce the shield point.
Where was
I think he is still buffed with intensity spells, so I just need to hit ice or lightning.
Lizard. Bury them. Very good.
Like so.
That was amazing, Temenos! You won't want to miss this!
Now let's hit her as hard as we can.
The winds of favor blow!
What to do? What to do?
We need damage.
Poison slash.
Very well. Repent,
On, one more.
Elfric. Purge these Cretans. That's how it's done. Goodness.
Nice.
What a tantrum that was.
Refreshing gem. Bonus jelly.
And so we arrive at this moment. Are you truly so desperate to see the dawn? I see now that the Pontiff was not the true threat. It was you.
Always has been.
Temenos. You, a dagger sharpened to a razor's edge. Claude's masterwork. I can see it. The collar around that thin neck of yours.
A collar?
You will never be free. Even if I fall here, nothing will end. And there, always near. Soon, night shall fall.
Farewell, Mint. Your days of meddling are over.
Soon night shall fall.
Doesn't even leave a body.
From the looks of it, it already has.
If this isn't night, then...
We didn't even get to the flame. So now we have to go up this road. This explains why I've not been able to fast travel to the church the entire time. Because if we could, then we wouldn't get that boss fight, and then we... As inconvenient as it is, it does explain a bit. Wow, we didn't get a single fight on that road. It's so short. A book. Tanzi's journal. Did he write this? Odner asked. I immediately ripped the book out of his grasp, and he shrank back a little, surprised by my strength. I couldn't believe that he, of all people, had gotten his hands on my hidden script. Odner has been acting from a young age, and I was already doing quite well for himself, too. I, too, had longed for a stage since I was a child, but ended up working at my parents' candle shop instead. Even so, I hadn't been able to give up on writing, and it became my secret pastime. I hadn't shown my scripts to anyone, though, afraid that their responses just would confirm how talentless I was. I screwed my eyes shut in embarrassment, prepared myself for his ridicule of my silly script, but... Would you mind if I performed this? He asked. I let out a strange gasp, completely caught off guard. It'd be a shame not to. Why don't we show it off at the next Festival of Grace? Though taken aback by the proposal, I was overjoyed to know that someone appreciated my writing. I nodded in agreement and decided to make it a performance to remember. Despite it being Odner's idea, I realized that I was even more excited than he was. I even began composing musical scores for the show. I love you, Mary. Those words caused my heart to race amongst my hands as the harp to stop. What's wrong? Odner asked as he was peering into my face with concern. I realized that he no longer looked like that brat who had tormented me with insects in our youth. Still, I knew that the words he spoke were not his own. I had been the one to write them, after all. Half a month before the Festival of Grace, his performance was all but perfect. I couldn't help but wonder when he found the time to practice after his normal work was through. I, on the other hand, was struggling to think of a fitting ending to the script and worked late into the night. Unable to ignore my struggles, Odner pulled me away from my desk and whisked me away into a town at night. The gods are ours right now, he told me, as we snuck into an empty church. Not long after, I was struck by inspiration, perhaps by the grace of the sacred flame. Odner watched quietly, as word upon word flowed from the tip of my pen. By the time I was finished, dawn was breaking. As Odner read my script, his face was more serious than ever, and my heart pounded in my chest, though not out of nervousness. Once he finished, he smiled softly. "Will you marry me?" he asked, and I let out another strange gasp. Had I written that line? No. This time those words were Odner's own. His proposal always had a way of bringing me unrivaled joy. His heart warmed at the sight of a smile and the thought of performing the script we had written together. How I wished that happiness would last us a lifetime. Alas, as I watched the clerics carry this casket, and sobs filled the air around me. I laid him to rest with our script and his beloved yellow flowers. No, I thought to myself, this wasn't the ending I had envisioned. The day after finishing the script, I woke up to find my love cold beside me. According to the apothecary, Odner's heart had failed him. I wonder if work was to blame. Why hadn't I noticed? I killed him. I pushed too hard. It was all my fault. All my fault! Unable to bear the guilt, I pushed his death from my mind and carried on as usual. But whenever I remembered my beloved, I clenched my jaw so hard I thought my teeth would break. One day, I found myself in front of a church, the same place Odner and I swore our love to each other, and a single cleric came to speak with me. Sadness is something that builds up inside us. Holding it all in will do nothing but destroy you, she told me. Please let it out. You don't need to endure it any longer. Moved by her warmth, I spoke of everything that I had buried deep inside me. She listened to every word and, at the end, embraced me gently. All of my guilt and sadness were washed away by her kindness. Then one day, my feelings for Odner disappeared, and all that was left was her. One day, I saw her with another woman and feared that she would leave me. Knowing I had to secure my place in her world, I told her that I would do whatever she asked of me. She smiled gently in response and said, "I want you to find the blue flame, wherever they may be in this world." I left on my journey soon thereafter. My parents cried and tried to stop me, but I pushed them away. Unfortunately, I barely knew the area outside my own hometown, let alone the whole world. Not long after, I met with a traveling troupe. They claimed to be bringing smiles to every corner of the realm, so I joined them, and the search began. That's how I found it. The blue flame she was looking for. It was on an isle at the edge of the world. I could only imagine how pleased she would be. I was sure she would let me stay at her side. Oh, how I adore Sister Mint. "I love you, Tansy," she said, her warm voice and words reverberating in my head. She then handed me an old tome called the Book of Night, and recommended that I read it, so I did right then and there. It was a story of a people who did not long to see the dawn. I'd never read such an incredible tale before. As I looked up from its pages, she smiled at me. I realized that there was no greater happiness to be had than reading a wonderful book and seeing Sister Mint smile. In my mind, no brighter dawn awaited. Yes, I had no need for the dawn. It can all end here and now. Seems like she was deceived. Looks like nobody's here. But we do have the people at our party that are according to the statues. We can tell because they're lit up. And we can use our shiny mirror.
Ah. Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Wake up, Tansy. Night has come.
Sister Mint? Oh, I fell asleep without realizing it.
Do not worry. You must have been quite tired. You traveled far to see my wish granted.
Sister Mint, I mean, Goddess. I would do anything if it brought me closer to you.
Your devotion is moving. You have gone far beyond my every expectation, and must be rewarded. Rewarded? I love you, Tansy.
Huh? It's so dark. Where am I? What? My body?
Goodness sake, how horrifying!
Pathetic child, oblivious until the very end.
Played like a fiddle.
But this is what you wanted, is it not? It's not as if you desired to see the dawn. The sacred flames have been snuffed out. Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade. And soon the world shall know the joy of a dawn that never comes. All who stand in my way shall be cast aside. I shall root out the travelers and bury that wretched mirror beneath the earth, that it may never enkindle the flames again.
The third sacred flame burns anew. There are people here now. I cannot believe this. The sacred flame went out, even only for just a moment. And we have one more left. Yep, that's level 51. Let's go down there. I know I need to level up the weaker people, but I think as we approach near the next flame, I'm definitely going to, as long as I see it coming, I think I'll switch out to stronger party members. I just didn't see that last fight coming, to be quite honest. I thought we'd be closer to where the flame is. Maybe that means I should switch in stronger party members now?
Do be gentle. Where was I?
Honestly, I'm amazed I got done with what I have.
Elfric, unleash your fury!
Time to shine! This should make it all better.
Thank you, Ragnia. My turn.
This is some terrible, terrible misplays in that fight, too. I'm dwelling. I know I'm dwelling.
But I won't hold back. Darkness descend.
Who's next?
It's hard not to.
I take what I want.
What's it further down this way? Yeah, that was just a box. This is the Wardenbeast. Save point at the beginning, good. Love to see that.
Do be gentle.
Well now.
We'll give you guys a good old sweeping.
Axe attack.
What to do?
Darkness descend.
Time to This should make it all better.
To work.
How are they doing? Pretty strong. I guess we'll need
I
them.
won't back down. Elfric, unleash your fury! That's how may the sacred flame guide you. Or something like that.
Good hit. Good hit. I'm really glad that he just has a holy nuke. Alright, I'm going to assume that there's a boss fight up ahead. Under no pretense whatsoever. Let's just put some stronger people in my party. For no real reason. Cassie does pair up here, though. Yeah, we'll keep on using this.
Howdy there, friend.
Let's go. Come on.
Here I come. Allow me.
I'm just gonna. Yeehaw! Let's do it. My gear stinks.
Thanks.
My turn.
That gets you all set.
Right.
They still don't seem to survive.
Come on then. All right.
There we go. Ooh, Gigantus didn't hit them for a full 10,000 right about. The sense of danger is overwhelming. Are you certain you wish to proceed? We must.
I'll accept only victory.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay. Let's prepare. I think maybe let's prepare. So,
Here's a little something for you.
My turn.
okay, so, no idea what they're weak to. No way to discern what they're weak to. We'll find the weaknesses with Hikari. So,
Time for your medicine.
Let's
Buff
go.
yourself up. Should be ready to go next turn. Give us some provoke. Let's find out. Are you weak to either of these?
Ready, set, go.
Nope.
Sorry.
Axes.
Got it.
Ice.
Here I come.
One other weapon, too. Let's find it. Let's find it. What's your weak spot?
You're in for it now. You've been exposed.
Arrows!
Prepare yourself.
And you only have one more arrow thing to get. So, let's go ahead. Release the volley.
How's this? Now!
Nice one, Hikari. Yeehaw!
You're
Let's
still gonna be
go.
doing this, though. Yeah, get this set up.
I don't want no trouble, friend.
Here we go. Wahoo!
So we go for this to buff our damage.
My turn.
Shed does go before Hikari next turn, so that's good. We need to buff our physical attack of everybody.
No, I have a talent for making do.
Let's go with two of these. Physical attack up. For all.
Time for your medicine.
Bring it on.
We're loving it. We're loving it. We need more side steps.
Yeehaw! I don't want no trouble, friend.
My prey awaits. Time starts. Wahoo!
Let's get a howl in there.
My turn. I won't. Here comes.
Solid moves.
What to do?
Get poison
No
in.
mercy, only pain. Poison slash.
Here I come.
And for good measure.
I fight for my friends. I summon Brand. Good.
Oh!
I still have much to learn.
Yeah, that's nothing. Didn't even give the enemy a turn. And we got a black bow for that. So was the first flame, huh? Have you ever heard of it before? Yeah, it came to life inside me. It was comforting and warm. It was then that I decided I wanted to protect the island. I always felt you had a heart warmer than most. Now that I think I'm ready to take on something even bigger, I'm ready to protect the whole world. That's what a hunter should do, after all. I feel the same way as you do. I want to extend a helping hand to everyone in need during this endless night. You're an apothecary everyone can count on. Then let's do it together. Let's keep everyone safe. Gladly, Oshette. I'm honored to have you by my side. I'll take a look at the inventory real quick, though. Some chance to instantly kill the target. I see. Probably not going to use it. And we'll light it up with this mirror. The scarlet moon waxes, and the first flame wanes. At last, our great wish shall be fulfilled.
This world is not but hunters and their prey. Just as Cataracta fell to my bow, just as Glacius's egg shattered before my might. The Dark Hunter sets forth once again, and my aim will not falter. Under the gaze of the Scarlet Moon, I shall fulfill the Great Wish. You must be quivering with joy, for your time has come at last. "10 years ago, I scooped you up, let you live. It was all for this moment. The darkness in our hearts is fed by anger, hatred, resentment, and jealousy. Our basest instincts. As that darkness grows deeper, so too does the shadow grow powerful. Few can stand against a beast whose heart has been drowned in darkness. A beast such as you. Long have I waited for the darkness within you to become black as night, so that maddening flame could be smothered forevermore. With my lifeblood, I shall call down the night. Now then. Make of my flesh an offering, and banish all that stands to oppose us. Give meaning to your miserable life.
So she allowed herself to be devoured.
Arcanet.
The fourth sacred flame burns anew. It looks like it's pointing somewhere. The light of the sacred flame indicates the northwest direction. Ah, yes, they're all pointing to a spot in the middle of the ocean where there previously was a ring of rocks. I wonder why. Yeah, okay. Alright, fair enough, game. Let's go to the anchorage. And I think...
Ready to meet prey?
This area is not safe, but you know what? It's fine.
Bring it on.
It's very low level. We're fine. I think we'll stop it there. We're nearing the end of this journey. Or at least, the main game, anyway. I'm sure there's a couple of places and things I can do that are left, like that cave that's in the background that I can see right there. But, we'll get to the end of the story next time. I hope that you'll join me and see me there. Later, travelers.